Hi everyone, welcome back to the kitchen. Today we have a leftover makeover. A couple nights ago I made some sloppy joes to take to have dinner with my dad, and we made them low carb style, meaning we substituted the brown sugar for a brown sugar substitute, and we substituted the ketchup for a no sugar version. You can use any kind of leftover sloppy joes you want, and we're gonna make these sloppy joe stuffed peppers, and they are going to be an awesome addition to your weeknight menu, and I can't wait to show you how these all come together. Today we are making a low carb leftover makeover. It doesn't have to be low carb, but today it is because we're making sloppy joe stuffed peppers, and the sloppy joe mix that we made the other night, which is my regular sloppy joe recipe, which I will link to the video down below and in an iCard on the screen. I've just substituted the sugar for Swerve brown sugar, and we've gone on from there. And we also used sugar-free ketchup, and those are really the only two places and substitutions you need to make. So what I have here is our sloppy joe mix that I just pulled right out of the fridge. I have a couple of bell peppers that I had hanging out in my fridge that also needed to get eaten. This is just a great option for a leftover. If you've got some leftover sloppy joe hanging around and you don't want to have it on a bun, this is an option for you.
Or if you're trying to stay low carb and you want sloppy joes.
If you want to avoid the bread, this is a really great way to do it. So I cut my peppers in half. I scooped them out with a spoon. I just cleaned them up real good, give them a quick rinse under some running water, pat them dry, stuck them in my pan, and stuffed them with the cold sloppy joe mix. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put a slice or two of sharp cheddar cheese. You can do whatever is your preference. What do you have on hand? So I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. I'm gonna pop this in there for 20-25 minutes until everything's heated through, the cheese is melted, and we'll come back and we'll fix you a plate of these delicious low carb sloppy joe stuffed peppers. Alright, these have been in the oven for about 25 minutes and they're ready to serve. The cheese has gotten all melty and it's got a nice little brown crust on it, and that's just how we like it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fix you a plate, and we're going to give Rick a taste, and we'll be right back. Okay, our sloppy joe stuffed peppers came out of the oven. I let them sit for a few minutes just before serving, and I have a plate all ready for you. We're having these for lunch today, and these make a great supper, a side of homemade coleslaw, regular or low sugar version, your choice. It's completely up to you. You know what we're finding is it's super easy to stay on a path where you're trying to avoid a lot of sugar and a lot of starch. You just replace it with more veggies, and you see what you can do about replacing the sugar in different things. It's not that hard, and you don't need to count a lot of things. You just need to think a little bit, and this is one of the ways you can do that. We've taken one of Rick's favorite meals, we've turned it into a low carb version, we stuffed it into a pepper shell, covered it with cheese, and it couldn't be better. And I'm gonna have him taste it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut a piece, and I'm gonna have Rick give it a taste.
I have to.
The pepper is tender crisp, the cheese is beautiful and melty, and I just know they're gonna love it. He always scoffs at me when I put cheese on my sloppy joe sandwich, but I think this is going to be awesome. You tell me what you think of that.
That is outstanding.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
We're huge fans of stuffed peppers in our house anyway, so putting sloppy joes into a stuffed pepper was kind of like a no-brainer. You know what? You have leftover taco meat, you can do that here as well. I could think, you know, you could put spaghetti meat sauce in a pepper shell, and you can make a really quick version of a stuffed pepper. You know, it doesn't have to have a lot of rice in it. It doesn't have, you know, typically stuffed peppers have a lot of rice and a lot of starch in them, but these have none, and it's a great low carb option if that's a direction that you're going in your world. So that's how you do it. we're gonna go have our lunch now. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my kitchen and you wandered on over to see what was going on, welcome. Always a pleasure to have new friends join me. Please be sure and hit that subscribe button. And as always, if you're a tried and true member of the Noreen's Kitchen family and have been for the last almost 11 years that I have been posting videos, thank you. Please be sure and hit the bell notification button so that you will get a notification on your smart device or an email in your inbox every time we upload a new video, because we don't want you to miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we present all the time right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. I hope you give these Sloppy Joe stuffed peppers a try sometime soon, and I hope you love them. And until next time, I'll see ya.